because it says "Make It Happen," and she knows how much I love Mariah Carey. And Mariah Carey has a song called "Make It Happen," and it's one of my favorite songs. So my mom saw this and thought of me, and she bought it. Isn't that very sweet? But yeah, it says, "Stay positive, work hard, and make it happen." And I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, this thing would probably make some nice sounds. So I'm gonna make sounds with it. Sorry, I keep banging the mug into the mic, and I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't sound bad. But if it does, I'm sorry. And if you can hear my cats, I'm sorry. They always make noise. They're quiet until I decide to make a video. Then they start making noise. And there's nothing I can do because they're just being cats. I can't stop them, from being cats. For me, I like ASMR when it's like very, like almost inaudible. Like the sound is like muted, and then there's like a lot of silent moments in between each sound. But I don't know if everybody else likes that, so I'm trying to do like things that other people would enjoy too, not just things that I would enjoy, I guess. I also really like lo-fi ASMR, like when it's just like a friend that's like hanging out with you. I do like some like high-end stuff, but I really prefer like lo-fi and like, like not the best quality camera or like perfect crisp sounds. I think that stuff, like the authenticity and the imperfection, is what makes it so perfect for me. I guess because, like, I've been listening to ASMR since I was 16, and so that's like 14 years because I'm 30. So I prefer when it's like slightly inaudible or like, I don't know, like very like not perfect. I remember I first got into ASMR. It was like Heather Feather and like those types of creators that like the OGs, and I was obsessed with it. And I do like fast ASMR, but like I really like slow, dull ASMR too. I definitely don't mind background noise in like my ASMR videos that like in a video that I'm watching, not like one that I'm making. I mean, I don't mind it in the ones I make either, because like I'm not gonna, make my animals just like stop making noise or stop moving. I can't do that, right? So like, and I don't really like to denoise things because I feel like it just takes away personality and makes it sound robotic. And I already have like a very monotonous voice, so I don't like to make it even more monotonous. So I would rather just like leave my videos as being not perfect, and then if that appeals to people, then they can watch it and enjoy it. And if they don't like, lo-fi or like background sounds or, not very good camera quality or the best audio, that's fine. They just don't have to watch it, They, nobody has to like what I'm putting out. I don't even know if I like it sometimes. I'll listen to it and I'm like, this didn't make me tickle, but maybe it'll make somebody else tickle. And I don't know if that's like normal. Like, are we supposed to tickle to our own videos? Because I don't really tickle to my own videos that much. Like, maybe once in a while I'll get like one tickle, but I think just because it's me, I'm just like, nah, I don't feel that like tingly sensation. Sorry. Some of the most tingly ASMR artists I would say for me are like, I like Deluxe Clex, I like Zila ASMR, I like Sherban ASMR, I love Diddley ASMR, she's brilliant, I love her. I don't remember who else. Oh, I like Three Sheep ASMR. I love True Crime Time ASMR, and I really like Neenerland ASMR. I think she's awesome. Those are some of my favorites. And, I think, like, for me, it's more about personality than it is about quality. Oh, Sony Bean ASMR is another one that I've recently just started watching, and I really like them a lot. I think that they're really, really talented. Like, they have a natural gift for ASMR. Like, if there was like a thing where you could like go pro in ASMR, like how you can in like sports, Sony Bean ASMR would like be recruited by colleges for like ASMR and going pro, if that was like a thing, because they're so good at making ASMR. Like they just have this like natural ability to just make people like wind down and chill out, and I love that. And it's like partially personality, partially like just making good sounds. Sorry, and good visual triggers. And every time I find a new ASM artist, I love to subscribe, and like I love when I just like get recommended, and then I'm on this like one ASM artist kick where like they're all I want to watch for a little bit. And another one I really like is Cole ASMR. He is awesome. And Mr. Evil Cloud is another one who I love. I think I'm in his Discord, but I don't really like go on Discord that much, so I don't like follow it or anything. But yeah, Mr. Evil Cloud, Cole ASMR, Sony Bean ASMR, all three are awesome. Three Sheep ASMR. And I like some Christian ASMR artists too. I like ADHD. I like sorry. I like Daily Bread ASMR also. And I love I forget her name, but she has a lot of videos on the Book of Proverbs, and she's awesome too. And then there are so many that I really like. Yeah, I think ASMR is just it's amazing because anything can be ASMR, anything can like appeal to someone. What I would think is a horrible trigger can be like the best trigger to somebody else, but what I would think is the best trigger could be like the worst trigger in the world to someone. And I think that's so freaking cool. Like, it's such an art form, and it's so like creative. I love the way ASMR is like, the way it's just like evolved over time too. But I still love like the old ASMR too. And there was this one ASM artist who I can't remember his name, but he had Down syndrome, and he makes really good videos too. And he just like inspired me so much because I'm autistic, and I was afraid people would like judge me for just being autistic. But when I saw that he has Down syndrome and he's not afraid to, be himself on camera, I was like, well, why can't I also be myself, So he just like really inspired me because, like, yeah, we might have disabilities, but we deserve to like make content, and that having a disability doesn't mean you can't make some stuff that will appeal to other people, or content that will actually be good, because like he makes great content, and like I wouldn't say that my content is great, but maybe there are people out there that would think that it is like at least sort of good. So like, and if it's not good, it's not because I'm autistic, it's just because I'm not good at like making sounds maybe or something. So I was just like, what, I need to stop being so insecure, and being afraid of like people bullying me online for my autism or something. So yeah, I wish I could remember his name, but I just like it's blanking on me because like I've subscribed to so many channels, and then I just like immediately forget like some of the names, and I won't remember unless they pop back up. But yeah, another ASM artist I like a lot is Rhythmic ASMR. He makes some really good sounds, and I first started listening to him before he even showed his face. And then, yeah, haven't seen Angelica in like a long time. I don't know what she's up to, but she makes some great ASMR too. And I also really like ASMR gaming. But I feel like there's not enough out there. Like, I wish like there was more ASMR gamers. Like, a lot of them I think just market under like cozy gamer, but I usually will type like ASMR gaming and stuff. And I don't mean like, those ASMR games where people are just like ear cleaning or like, I don't know, brushing some girl's teeth or like, I don't know, like popping pimples or whatever. I mean like, like a person playing a game that they found relaxing. Like, I love stuff like that. And then for a while I was super into those like toy ASMRs where it's like unpacking a toy and then like playing with it. So like, like playing with like a toy dentist kit, or like fake toy kitchen stuff, like fake burger and french fries, and like cooking like that, like role playing that, like a cooking thing. I love stuff like that. It's so nostalgic for me, especially when it's like a big chunky like toy, like a big chunky like plastic toy that like has like those colors that are like muted pink or like white or blue. That stuff reminds me of like, the 90s, like the late 90s, early 2000s, because like that's when I grew up. I'm born in 1996. And I remember like the 90s actually very well, even though I'm at the end, because I have like really good memory. So like I remember, like 1998 watching like Hey Arnold and Cat Dog with my mom. I remember watching in 1999 the first episode of SpongeBob. Me and my mom, we watched it together with her fiance at the time. He died, but he was like my dad. And yeah, so like I remember we would watch like SpongeBob and Cat Dog and like Hey Arnold and stuff. And I was obsessed with Hey Arnold. I still really love the theme song, and like Hey Arnold is objectively like what got me into jazz music. I love like older jazz too. Like I'll listen to like Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, that type of stuff. Like I love Ella Fitzgerald. She makes incredible music. Some other artists I really like are like Sam Cooke. I like Dionne Warwick. I love Whitney Houston. My favorite would probably be Michael Jackson, of course. I remember as a kid, I would watch his music videos on the music channel, and I would just like imagine him like coming to take me away and telling me that like nobody's ever going to hurt me again. Sorry, my dog Susie's drinking water. I don't know if you can hear it. She's so cute. And also, one of my dogs broke these headphones, so they fall off of me now. But it's fine. But if you guys don't like the background noises, I can maybe try to like remove them and then just like increase the volume or something so you can still hear like the main sounds but just not the background sounds. I just don't really do that because like it doesn't bother me, and I find that if I get too obsessed with like ASMR sounds and the quality, then I'm just gonna stop making it altogether, because then I'm gonna be like really insecure and I'm gonna just like burn out, because I'll spend like a week editing one is that it's just like this too much. And also, I study zoology in school, so I would love to like talk about like my favorite animals and things like that as like a rambling whisper video, like talking about like my favorite types of animals to learn about, my favorite ones to take care of, the most beneficial ones in the environment, different ecosystems, plants maybe, and then like I could do like an animal of the week type of thing, so like I could feature like my own animals, and then other times maybe I'll just talk about like, certain videos that, certain animals for a video that like I really love or that I really appreciate. I prefer this sound also. I have a pinched nerve in this hand though, so it's like it's starting to flare up. Maybe if I like rub this, that might. Yeah, I think that sounds okay. Oh, there was an ASMR artist that I really liked by the name of Silent ASMR, but I think he deleted his channel. And also Toad ASMR was another one I really liked, who also I think deleted his videos. But while they were up, they were incredible, both channels, and I used to listen to them all the time. And I think, like maybe I can do some visual triggers more. Because I really like slow turning of objects. That's something that really triggers me. And I also really like when people tell me about their favorite things and they just like ramble, sort of like what I'm doing right now. Like I love just like rambling. I'm not really big on like the asking you personal questions stuff. And another thing I don't really like is like mouth sounds. I like talking and whispering, but I'm not into like those like, unless it's like, like the sounds that like Deluxe Clicks will do, like, because he'll do like this one sound that's like da 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 or something. I don't know how he does it. He does it really good though, and that's something that triggers me like intensely. But I don't like the I don't mind like clicky sounds, but like the sounds where it's like the like lip like smacking or like wet sounds, I'm not really into that. I don't know why. And I don't really like mukbangs and stuff. But like I also there are some ASMR sounds that I really do like. I'm not into like anything that's like sexual ASMR. I don't know why. I just have like this. Sorry, I just have this like aversion to making ASMR flirty or like I don't know, like hot or something. It doesn't work for me. It just makes me uncomfortable. Like I think because I'm just like not really into that stuff. Like in general, like I prefer like just like having friendships and like I'm not interested in, I don't know, being involved with somebody right now. I mean, I've been involved with people, but right now it's just not a priority. It wouldn't be good for me because I'm too busy with school and I wouldn't be able to give a girl like all my attention. So I would just end up being a pretty boring partner, or one that's just like kind of absent, I guess. So, and I don't like to like do things, that are like, I'm not into like hookup culture and stuff. So for me personally, I just feel like that has to be reserved for my partner. But since I don't have a partner and I don't want a partner, I'm kind of celibate, I guess. Well, not kind of. I mean, I am. makes me sound. Like, I don't care. Like, it's my body, so I deserve to withhold that right, and have that boundary and stuff. And I know that. But yeah, I guess that's why I'm not into like flirty ASMR or something. I can listen to like kisses and stuff, but not when it's like girlfriend takes care of you or boyfriend takes care of you or something. Because like kissing, I just see that as like just like a good sound, or like taking care of someone in a different sense. But because like kissing doesn't have to be like a romantic thing all the time. But like when it's like boyfriend kisses you, or girlfriend kisses you, then I don't know why I get so uncomfortable with that. But it's nothing against people who like that stuff. Like if you like that, then that's great. I'm proud that I'm happy that you can enjoy that. I just don't really like it. I don't know why. And for me, I really like the like grandma takes care of you type of role plays more than like girlfriend takes care of you, or like mom takes care of you, mom welcomes you home, or like dad gives you a pep talk. Like that's the kind of ASMR I really love. Probably because my parents never really did that stuff for me, so I'm always like seeking it in other ways. My mom and I have a good relationship though in other ways, but I often feel like I'm the one giving her advice and stuff. My mom usually just like tells me not to worry, and then she'll say like, just pray, which I do pray. I'm a Christian too, and she's also a Christian. But I find that just telling someone to just pray doesn't resolve the issue. Like it's not that I'm not praying; it's that I'm still worrying, and I still need to get it out, and I still need to like feel my emotions. It's like when you say I'm sad, and then someone says, "Don't be sad." Like, okay, well that did nothing for me, so thanks for that, right? Like just pray isn't really, it's not like effective to just tell somebody, especially when they are already praying, I guess. And that's nothing against religion or faith. Like I have faith. I'm very close with God. I pray every day. I read the Bible as much as I can, and I actively try to live my life like Jesus. Don't judge others. Help people. That type of stuff. But to just say just pray isn't really effective advice, because there's more going on. It would be like telling someone to just pray instead of going to therapy. But it's like, no, God made us to want each other, to open up to each other, to rely on each other. The Bible frequently talks about relying on others, confessing your sins to one another, forgiving others. It emphasizes family, friendship. So, of course, there's nothing sinful or wrong about therapy. I would encourage somebody to go to therapy, actually, as a Christian. I'm trying to go back to therapy right now. I'm just having like insurance issues, but like I desperately need therapy because I have like so much trauma from my childhood that I just haven't like really talked about. I guess that's why I like to just like ramble on here, like it's like therapy in a way. inside, because my side of the property has like so many weeds, and I've just been, instead of like mowing it and using the weed whacker, I've actually been like manually pulling them, and then if I can't pull it, I just snip it with a pair of like just regular scissors. It works so much better than anything, and the weeds, they come back, but they come back less frequently now, and like some of them haven't come back, and it makes the job easier a little bit more over time. And then I'm gonna cover it in like cardboard so the weeds stop growing, and I'm starting to really enjoy it actually. But the annoying thing is that yesterday and today there's been a heat advisory, so it's not safe, so I've just been like inside, and it's supposed to finally be done. The heat advisory, it should be over tomorrow at 9 p.m. or something, or I guess it'll be today at 9 p.m. because I'm gonna upload this the next day, but that means that I won't be able to do anything until like Wednesday or something. Yeah, I think like Wednesday morning is when I can finally get back to the lawn. I just have like one section to do left on the actual lawn, and then I have to do like the slope, which is really annoying. So for that, I do have to use the weed whacker, because you can't like sit down and manually pull in the slope, because it's too thorny to even sit down. Like if you're sitting down by the edge, it's thorny there too on the edges of the lawn, but it's different because like you're not sitting like in the middle of something that has a bunch of like thorns, but the slope does, so it's just easier to use the weed whacker for that. And then when it comes to the rest of the sections, I just have like half of the walkway, and then around the actual cabin, my cabin that I live in, because I live on my parents' property in a cabin. That's why my walls are plywood. But I could get like wallpaper, but I have so many cats that I'm just like, no, why would I do that? They're gonna break it. And then what am I gonna do? Like cover the wallpaper? No, I don't have time for that. And that's like too much money. But yeah, so also I'm really excited because I'm taking my last class right now in school. Well, technically my second to last class. It's environmental stewardship, and we have like, I think like 3 weeks left to go. And then I do my capstone, and then I'm officially finished with college. Well, with undergraduate. And then once I'm done with undergrad, spring 27, I start graduate school, assuming I get in. And I'll be so happy when I'm in grad school. And also, I'm hoping I can get like an RA eventually when I do like my PhD, because I love doing research. And for my capstone, I think I'm going to focus on like the integrated pest management with quails and like probably darkling beetles. So like enrichment or integrated pest management, because I'm interested in both of those. So like maybe something like mealworms as enrichment feeding for quails, or like for Coturnix quails, or like maybe like the use of quails in IBM, because quails are, they eat insects and they love to forage. And I chose my capstone on quails specifically, not just because I have pet quails, but actually it's also because my quail, Sandy, recently died, and she had such a big personality. She was one of the quails that liked to fly, and she was still young. And it was very hard when it happened. So I wrote something about her going to heaven, through her perspective to make myself just feel better. And I decided I would honor her by doing my capstone on quails. And I love Copernic's quails. I know they're people are think that they're just livestock, but they're so much more. They make amazing little companions. I would love to show my male quail one day on my channel. His name is Pippin, and he's a Tibetan male Copernic's quail. And Tibetan is his pattern, so he's not from Tibet or anything, but his pattern is Tibetan pattern. But he's actually Japanese because that's my cat Meatball. He originated, those quails originated from Japan, but he was hatched in the US because I live in the United States, and I hatched him, and I ordered him from some US company. Well, I ordered eggs from some US company, and he was the only one of his flock, or of the eggs that hatched, so I had just one, and then I had to get a whole bunch of other quails because I didn't want him to be alone. But yeah, I love my quails. I really love birds so much. I love parrotlets. I love cockatiels. They're so cute. And I love ravens and crows. And I love house wrens and Carolina wrens. I love the sounds they make outside. I also love whippoorwills and mourning doves. And I love blue jays. And I love pigeons. I love doves because the Holy Spirit is portrayed as a dove, a white dove. And yeah, I just think that birds are such interesting animals. Also, I just remembered, when I first started ASMR, this guy, he wanted me to, rub my beard, but, I don't really have, I don't have that much facial hair, as you can see, so I don't really think that it would sound good. I could try to, scratch it, or rub it, or maybe, even rub it against the mic, or just, go like that or something, but I don't know if it's gonna sound good, because, I don't really have, I literally can't grow a beard. I don't think anyone in my family can. My brother, both my brothers, they have, a little bit of facial hair, but not a lot. And I don't think that they're, just maintaining it. I think it just straight up won't grow after a certain point. My hair is the same way, and I think my dad's hair, I think, is also like that. I've never even seen my dad with a beard. If you can hear that, it's one of my ferrets scratching himself against the floor. He's banging his foot on the floor to scratch his leg, I don't know, his side or whatever. I have 2 ferrets. I used to have 4, but my ferrets are really old. I got them from someone that couldn't keep them. That's him. That's my male, Mowgli. And I have another ferret named Momo. My other 2 that died were Yogi and Munchkin. They were both really old, and my current ones are also really old. And I literally just let them free roam at this point. I don't even care. I don't know, I feel like it does nothing for me to have my ferrets free roaming. They poop wherever they want and they pee wherever they want. And I just sorry. And like 5 minutes later, there's like ferret poop on the floor all over again. But like that's just life with having animals, you know. What can you do? It's not like I can like, you know, tell them not to poop or something. And they're old, so like in the beginning when I first got them, they were still old, but they were really good about going in like their little litter box and like wee pads that I would put down. But now they just like they're so old they don't care. Like they'll go like literally anywhere. Like they'll poop anywhere, my ferrets. But they're so cute. And they literally lick my face like a dog. It's so cute. And I love to kiss their little nose. I don't know, I just think ferrets have cute noses. And like, people always say like, you know, they'll be like, but don't ferrets smell really bad? I heard they stink. And like, honestly, mine, I'm sure to other people they do smell bad, but like, I don't know, like, I actually, like, if I pick my ferret up and I smell them, it just smells like something that I'm used to, so it doesn't bother me. Like, I think it's actually relaxing. I'm also like that with my dogs. Like, my golden doodle always smells like pancakes to me. And then my old dog, Susie, she just smells like an old dog. I don't know. And then my chihuahua, she literally has like, she's Chiweenie mixed. She's the one that I'm closest with. I've had her for the longest. And she's also the oldest. She like, I don't know, she just like smells really good to me. Like, she smells so comforting. I don't know like how I would describe her smell either. Like, to me it's not like just general dog, it's like, you know, like specific to her. Like, it's like her smell, not just like dog smell, although it is a dog smell. And then also I have a mini Aussie that I got from the same people that gave me the ferrets, and he always smells so good. Like, he's like a straight coated, like long haired dog, and so like he doesn't really like need grooming or anything, and he doesn't get mad at either, and like, I don't know, he has such a beautiful fur, and he's so fat, he smells so freaking good. Like, he smells so good, I don't know why. He always smells good. Like, I don't think he's ever smelled bad. Even when he like goes outside and like rolls around and stuff, like, he comes in just like smelling good all the time. But my dogs are so good. Like, they're so sweet. And like, yeah, they'll do like mischievous things, but like, that's just life with a dog or dogs. And like, definitely I have like sensory issues because I'm autistic, but like, so like when they bark, it really like bothers me, like sensory wise. Like, it gives me like an overload, but I actually I don't know, like, it's more that to me, like, I love having dogs, but I definitely prefer my cats because they don't like overwhelm me with like sounds, and like, I don't know, like, my cats are just so easy for me, like, and then like they always poop in the same spot. I mean, my dogs do too, like, they go outside and stuff. And then like, my old one, sometimes she doesn't want to go out. She's my old dog Susie, she's a pit bull. She has like trauma from like past things from before she became my dog. So I just let her like go on the pad, like a wee pad, if she doesn't want to go outside. And she's also like, she can't hold it that good, so sometimes if she can't make it to like the outside, she just will like go right on the pad, and I'll just clean it and stuff, which it's not a problem. So like, yes, my dogs are like potty trained and they go in the same spot, but like, like, I still have to like take them out, which is like not as simple as like, like, so when it's really sometimes I just don't want to go out there, but then I have to, like, when it was like, I don't know, it was like me and my brother watched the Michael movie together, and then it was super late, it was like midnight, and I was like, I have to, like, leave, because I gotta walk the dogs. He was like, what do you mean you have to walk the dogs? I said, what do you mean, what do I mean? I have to walk my dogs, so they can pee and poop outside, and he was like, it's so late, why don't you just skip it tonight, let them go inside and then clean it? And I was like, dude, no, I can't do that. Like, you don't understand. Like, because my family has dogs too, and I take care of them. But they don't walk the dogs. They just, like, have them inside the house, and then they use, like, a big, like, thing of wee-wee pads. And, like, it's disgusting. I clean it, because it's, like, part of my chores for, like, living on the property, which, you know, I don't mind. But it's not the way I would do things. It's not the way I do things, you know, like, when I have, when I have an animal, I try to, like, do it the right way, you know, like, I don't believe in, like, skimping or just, like, doing something for my convenience at the expense of the animal. Like, dogs need to go outside, like, they like to go out, they love walks, at least mine do, and, like, you know, not all dogs, I'm sure, because, like I said, my old dog, Susie, she's a pit mix, and she has trauma, she has really bad anxiety, and sometimes she won't, you know, sometimes she just doesn't want to go outside, and, like, that's completely fine. I don't force her to or push her. I'm just like, no, it's cool, Susie, we're gonna go out, you can, you know, stay inside if you want, but like, their dogs, like, don't have that issue, you know, like, they just don't really, like, my mom just doesn't have time to walk them and stuff, so, like, they want me to, like, just go in the room and, like, feed the dogs, and then I go in there, and I have to clean the room, and, like, there'll be, like, poop all over the floor and pee, and it's, like, it smells so bad, and it's very gross in my opinion, and just, like, I don't know, like, I'm not, like, into that. Like, I told my mom too, I was like, I don't know why you guys just don't, like, make time to, like, walk them, and, like, or, like, you know, get like a, you know, like, a fence for a part of the yard, and just, like, let them out individually, like, 2 at a time for, like, 15 minutes if you don't want to put them on a leash, because, like, dogs need fresh air, and, like, it's cleaner and it's more hygienic for them to, like, just poop outside. In my opinion, like, if my dogs have an accident inside, I'm gonna clean it, and, like, I'm not gonna punish them. Like, I don't believe in punishing for, like, you know, just being an animal. Like, my animals do, like, stuff that it's annoying, but, like, I don't punish them. I don't believe in that, you know? So, like, if the dog has an accident, I'm just gonna clean it and move on, you know, but I'm also gonna prevent accidents as much as I can by letting them go outside. Sorry. But, like, for example, like, just the other day, my mini Aussie, he really had to poop, and he already pooped outside, and I didn't know he had to poop again, and I, you know, I was, like, sleeping, and I woke up and he was crying, and I was like, what's the matter? Like, what's wrong? And so, like, I picked him up, and I was cuddling with him, because I thought that, like, he just wanted comfort or something, and I was half asleep, so I wasn't thinking straight, and then eventually he just, like, came off the bed and just started circling around, and I was like, oh crap, he had to poop this whole time. So, you know, he started pooping, of course, on the floor, and yeah, so, like, of course, something like that, sometimes it just happens, you know, and you just gotta suck it up and clean it and move on. But, like, obviously, I would never, like, punish him, like, he's, you know, why would you do that? It's an animal, they don't know any better, and, I mean, you know, like, when an animal has to use the bathroom, it's your job to like know that and take them out or put them in the appropriate area. But like if you don't do that, like they're gonna have an accident. You can't get mad at them for that. Also, this is my cat Meatball. He's so bad. He's so old and he's so bad and he's so mischievous. And he always likes to like knock stuff down and like take my food. Like I can't eat around him because he'll like straight up just like put his mouth on my food or his paws. Like he'll put it on my food. And I know he probably looks so sweet and innocent, but he's so bad. And he likes to steal food from everybody. He takes food from the dogs, food from the kittens. If I'm giving them all wet food, he'll like eat a little bit of his and then he'll go to the other cats and he'll just straight up like stick his face in their bowl and start eating. And I'm like, dude, you have your food. Why are you stealing everyone else's food? And like, he's so old. And also he doesn't even have teeth. And he has like no teeth, so I'm supposed to feed him wet food. But he still finds a way to eat dry food. Like he'll eat dry dog food. He'll like, I give him wet food. But like he still eats like the cat food. He'll still eat like the kitten dry. He'll still eat the dog dry. He'll still eat like the cat dry food. Like he'll try to eat human food. He killed a mouse a while ago too, and it's like, dude, you're like old and don't have teeth. I didn't even know you could do that still. He's so cute though. I love him. But yeah, like, I love talking about my animals. Like, they're so fun. They're such characters. I literally spend every day with them. Like, part of my whole, life is just taking care of my animals. And one day, I'm infertile. I can't have children, but like, I hope I can adopt a child one day if I have like a partner, because I don't want to like raise a baby on my own. But yeah, like if I did have like a kid, I would be so like, I'd just be so happy if I could adopt a child and like teach my kid how to like, how to treat animals well and like just like raise my kid from like, the ground up essentially. Like I love the idea of raising a child and then seeing them become like the individual that they were meant to be, like I'm Catholic, but like I'll raise my kid, like I'll teach them about my faith, but I'm not gonna like tell them that they have to have the same religion as me. So I'm gonna teach them about other beliefs too. Like I'm gonna teach them like, there are some people that believe in like Buddhism, there are some people that believe in Hinduism, and like I'm gonna be like, listen, like whatever you believe is what you believe, like that's up to you, and like I accept that, and I love you, like no matter what, you're still my kid, obviously. But like outside of religion too, like, my kid ends up being like LGBT, or, like we just don't agree on everything, like that's fine. I'm not ever gonna judge my child. Cause like my mom doesn't really, judge me for being different in certain ways. Like she supports like a lot of the things that I do, even though they're different from her. But yeah, like one thing I love about, like having a kid and like raising a child, it's not about like, controlling your child and like trying to like make them into like a mini version of you, or trying to like live vicariously through them. Like having a child is so much more. It's about like loving another person person and to accept others. And like, if my kid ends up being like a bully, then I'm gonna have a problem. But like, there are other things, like if my kid, prefers like, I don't know, like music that I don't like or something, like I'm not gonna like care about stuff like that. Or like, if my kid is like trans or gay or like something like that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, like you do you, man, like I support you. And if my kid is like, I don't want to be like a Christian, even though like I am, I'm gonna be like, that's fine, like you're your own person, you're not an extension of me. And so like, that's one thing I really would want. Sorry. That's one thing I would really want, like, as like, as like a parent, I would want my kid to just like be themselves. And then of course, like, there are some things that are like non-negotiable, like, I'm not gonna let them like be on freaking like Instagram when they're like 13 or like 12 or whatever, because like I don't trust adults that are on social media. Like, I don't know, like I'm sorry, like I just don't trust people like that. Like, I'm on Instagram and I can see like there are some weirdos on there, and like there's weirdos on like Roblox and like Discord and stuff like that. So I'm gonna like try to like raise my kid with like minimal, minimal social media, and put like very low stimulation TV on for them. But like, like I want to like protect my child, but I don't want to do it in like a controlling way. Cause like, my stepdad is so controlling. When I was a kid, he was so mean to me, and like, I just can't, like, I could never be like that. And that's why I didn't want to have kids for so long. Like, at first I was like, no, if I ever have kids, I'm just gonna mess up, and like I'm gonna end up like giving them trauma or something. But the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, no, I think that I could do it differently. I'm like, I love kids because they're so fucking funny, bro. Like, kids are so funny. If you've ever like spent the day with like, if you have a kid, if you've ever like spent the day with your kid, or like your little cousins, or like your little siblings, or like, I don't know, like a niece or nephew or something, or like your friend's kid, like, or if you just babysit or something like that, like, how funny kids are. Like, they say the funniest stuff. They're like brutally honest. Like, they're so funny. There's like never a dull moment with children, and like, I think it's important to like never lose like that childlike wonder. Like, how kids are always so curious, and like they're always like everything in the world is like magic to them almost. I think adults should still be like that. Like, we should never lose that. You should question everything. You should, always be wondrous. Always like be whimsical and see the I don't know, like always try to see like the magic in the little things. Like, be like a kid in that way. Like, cause it's okay to like grow up. I mean, we all have to grow up. You can't be 10 forever or 13 or something forever, but like, never lose that like childlike wonder or whimsy, like, because it's a beautiful thing. Like, even if you have like a 9-to-5 job, try to never lose that, and as a Christian, like Jesus says, to enter his kingdom, you have to become like little children. So I think what he means is the innocence of that. Like, you have to like have that like child innocence, and like, I don't know, like, he also says if you make a child stumble, it would be better if you were to like, like, have a millstone tied around your neck and be thrown into the river. And he says that because he takes like the protection of children very seriously. And I think that's amazing. And that's one thing I love about Michael Jackson, is like he protected kids. he was like straight up saving kids from Epstein's Island, I think. We saw, Neverland was like this entire theme park that he had, and it was like meant to like be fun for him and fun for kids, but he also was like a kid in his own way because he didn't have a childhood, so he never like lost that whimsy and like that whimsical side of him, or like that wondrous side of him. And I think that's amazing. Like, he always loved Disney, and also like I'm not a big fan of Disney, but like shout out to Disney adults, because like I love cartoons still, and like I still really love like the kids' cartoons that I grew up watching on like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and stuff. So I love Disney adults because like I get it in a way, even though like Disney isn't my thing. My thing is like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and stuff. And I love animation. I also love adult animation though, but like just in general, cartoons just like make me feel so safe. And so like I definitely understand like people that, you know, like adults that are still into Disney, and then people that are like, oh no, it's cringe. Like, no, it's not. There's nothing wrong with being a Disney adult. And like honestly, even if it is cringe to some people, who cares? Like, everything about me is cringe, but like I don't let it stop me. So who cares if like, you know, who cares if we're cringe? But yeah, I love like this, like I just straight up like start like rambling, and I'll just like automatically abandon the actual initial trigger that I planned on, and I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna try to like not do that anymore, but lately I keep doing it, and I don't know why I do that, but like I think I just like to hear myself talk. Like, I think I could straight up talk for like a whole day, and like if I recorded it, I could probably make like 10 videos. But yeah, so like outside of, you know, like everything that I was just talking about, I hope this video like relaxes people and makes them feel chill and like calm. And tomorrow I'll probably be able to film again, so that'll be good. And then the next 2 days I have to do the lawn, so I can't. But then I'm gonna be getting back to it. I have like other YouTube channels that are like kind of faceless though, so like I'm trying to like balance those. But like I love this channel, and I want to like start posting like more than once a week, like at least like a couple times a week. So that's why I've been posting so much, especially because like I love ASMR, and like even if only like a few people see my videos, that's still somebody seeing it, you know. And like not everybody has to watch my stuff and subscribe. Like, it's not the end of the world, you know. Like, I'm not in it for like the view count as much as I am. Like, I mean, like I would love for ASMR to like, you know, be my full-time job or something one day, but like it's also like it's not like the biggest thing right now. Like right now it's just more so about like just being able to like do creative stuff and like ramble and like make cool sounds and things like that. And yeah, I'm not like, you know, like I need to get like 1 million subs, and I need like ad revenue, and I need like people on Patreon, which I don't even have a Patreon right now, but like I'm just like, it's just not like a big thing right now. My focus is just like building up like my library, I guess, in ASMR, so that I can kind of like just keep like creating and just like see what it is that I like to make, you know. Like that's like if it'll calm anyone down, but it actually, I find it so cathartic because normally I just I don't really talk about my problems with anyone except for two people, and I don't really get to ramble with anybody, because I feel like people don't want to hear what I have to say, and I try to listen to people more than talk about stuff no one cares about. But in ASMR, people are just trying to fall asleep, so I don't think they're caring that much about what I'm saying as much as the fact that I'm just whispering, I guess, or I don't know. But yeah, so, and if you don't like the sounds, you can tell me in a comment, and I'll see if I can denoise the background, or smooth out the audio or something, or talk farther away from the mic, or whatever it is that you want me to do, because I do want to give people what they want. It's not all about what I like, I'm trying to make ASMR for other people, not for me. So yeah, but yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna let you go, and I hope you have a good